Oh, Huples Cat! I just got my Apoca Box for February 2021 and I've already looked at it and it's really good. I'm very pleased with this. They have obviously probably lost subscribers because of the pandemic and the economic issue, and they haven't raised prices for like 6 or 7 years, so they're trying to cut costs. So gone is the big red box and it's just a plain white box, which I actually prefer because I don't necessarily want the post person and my neighbours seeing a big red Apoca Box every couple of months in my garbage. So there you go, February, and you have to wrap the handle with paracord. That's a skills challenge, and there's all sorts of exciting stuff inside it. So what I actually did straight off was I had a look, and first off I get a little bag. Bags are good, I like the bags. I know Martha from Old School Prepper likes them as well. This is what you would call a basic linen bag, so you put your dirty linen in it and you keep it, and it's kind of cool. I'm guessing he got a whole bunch of army surplus ones and did this with it. Absolutely great, happy with that. He also sent me this. From a subscription he does, which is like $7 American a month. Well, he sends you a couple of pieces of paper on locally available foraging. Always a good idea, but a hugely expensive way to get the information. So he sent this for free, this one to us, and it's on lamb's quarter. And the reason it's on lamb's quarter will become apparent. So unlike what I usually do, I take out each item, I already looked at them, and I put them in this handy dandy bag. And it doesn't come like this obviously, but this is pretty cool. So what is in the Apoca Box bag? Well, there's an emergency snare wire, but we'll get into that. First off, it's kind of a fun thing. This is a spork, I guess, and there you go, you can see it. And there will be a giveaway for this, because I don't want it. Some lamb's quarter seeds, always a nice thing to have. I will put these somewhere up at the Shire when I have a good think about it, probably next spring, and decide where I want to put it. This I thought was pretty good. I mean, this is an example of cheap products that actually make a box great. You set of tweezers on a little card so you don't lose them stuck in. Absolutely, I like that. I'm grateful I got that, and you can never be without tweezers or small scissors to cut your toenails in the apocalypse. I really like these, and these have cost me about 10 American to buy them from Canada, and I actually love them. And this one's all about murdering squirrels. Not at much point to murdering squirrels in terms of feeding yourself, but there might be some utility in you using this sort of a technique to actually gather a little bit of game squirrel to use for traps and hunting and for fur. But the calories in the average squirrel, you really need about 20 squirrels per day per person to survive. So don't count on squirrels feeding you in the apocalypse. There's another little cotton bag which I love, because you can put acorns in these and all sorts of things and put them in streams and weigh them down and get rid of the tannins, so I do love these. This is one of 2 knives that he actually sent in this kit. So I'm hoping this doesn't become a common thing, because let's face it, how many knives do you need? So a little bit of paracord to wrap around the handle, or to make a neck sheath. You should never have anything hanging off your neck, even if you use, as he advises, quick release knots. Do not ever put anything around your neck. To actually have a safe from choking, you have to have 3 breaks, not 2. So don't do that. Tie it to your gear, tie it to your backpack. Do not have this hanging around your neck. However, there's the knife. Now, unlike most of his stuff, this isn't actually too sharp, so you're not in danger of, well, at least I wasn't in danger of hurting myself. But I don't need this either. So if you want this, this also will be a giveaway. I considered doing this as a giveaway as well, but I'm not. It's too heavy. It's a saw blade as well as a knife blade, lock blade from Shade. It's basically what you get in a lot of these packs now. I'm not really that keen on getting it, but I only have really one utility pocket knife that I use all the time, and I don't have it on me because I change trousers after work. But the knife will be kept because I can see myself having to switch to this type of a blade later on if my trusty Bear Grylls pocket knife fails, and it's been very, very useful. The Urban Patch Knife is a skills challenge, and it actually gives you detailed instructions on how to do various things with it. That would be included in the giveaway. I think it's really nice. In fact, in the giveaway I will also send the handy dandy little bag. I like these bags, but you can't have too many things, but you can. So I will put this in here, and some lucky winner will actually win this little knife. It's fairly heavy, so it's going to cost me a fair amount of postage. I'm not going to limit it to Canada. I think people that do giveaways with stuff and say not to Canada. I think it's always a terrible idea. I know you're American centric, but if you have subscribers around the world who watch you regularly, you shouldn't exclude them based on postage from giveaways. Most of them, you can ask them to pay you a little bit extra by PayPal to cover the postage rather than just ignore them from draws.
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Well, I'm the only one here, so you must be talking to me.
So that's it, apart from one last thing, and the one last thing is the world's tiniest amount of snare wire. Now, snare wire has multiple uses, not just for snaring and killing poor little squirrels, but you can also use this to create splints and a whole bunch of other things. So it's useful to have. This is a tiny little version of it, and for EDC use I was quite happy to get that. So there you go. What do you think? The details on the draw for the knife and the spork will actually be coming up in another video, because I want to make this one more of an open challenge rather than have it done in such a way that it's first come first served. I want to actually make people work for that knife. Anyway, we're having a great day. Apoca Box cost me 65 American every 2 months. It is getting a bit old. I've had it since 2014. Based upon this box, which I would rate as an A to A+, I'm going to keep the subscription service for another couple of months to see what happens. Toodles.
This has been a Dog in a Bonnet production, 2021.